I practiced using context clues to identify the meaning of a word. If you don't know the meaning of a word, you can look for context clues. Context clues are words or phrases that help you figure out the meaning of a word you don't know. In this question, I needed to figure out what deception meant. Using the context clues, for about 2 years, she kept her secret, pretending to be a man, helped me figure out that deception is the act of tricking people. An example of context clues from this book, Australian First Aid Manual. In this text, I did not know what the word fracture meant. The context clues, a bone may break at the point where a heavy blow is received, helped me figure out that this type of fracture means a break in the bone. Tongue twisters. Tongue twisters are groups of words deliberately arranged so that they are difficult to say, especially quickly. Many rely on alliteration for their effect. Examples: 6 thick thistle sticks. A swims well swum is a well swum swim. 10 tiny tooth tougheners. Double bubble gum doubles bubbles. This one was used as a sobriety test by police in the UK. The Leith police dismisseth us. The most difficult tongue twister is claimed to be the sixth sheep is sick. An example of a tongue twister is, if a dog chews shoes, whose shoes does he choose? I practiced writing fractions using numbers and words. In this question, I looked at the fraction 10/12. The first part is 10, so the numerator is 10. The numerator shows how many equal parts of the whole or collection are taken away. The second part is 12ths, so the denominator is 12. The denominator shows how many equal parts the whole is cut into. The correct way to write this fraction is 10/12. This fraction is 5/7. The first part is 5, so the numerator is 5. The numerator shows how many equal parts of the whole or collection are taken away. The second part is 7ths, so the denominator is 7. The denominator shows how many equal parts the whole is cut into. The fraction is 5/7. Quarter to times on digital clocks. There are 15 minutes in a quarter of an hour. Quarter past is shown by the number 15 in the minute section of a digital clock. There are 45 minutes in 3/4 of an hour. Quarter to times are shown by the number 45 in the minute section of a digital clock. This clock face shows a 5:45, which is the same as 45 minutes past 5. On a digital clock, we read this time as 5:45. 5:45 and 5:45 are just two different ways of saying the same time. The time on this digital clock is 9:45 because 45 is in the minute section and 9 is in the hour section. On an analog clock, the time 9:45 would be read as 9:45. 9:45 and 9:45 are just two different ways of saying the same time. I learned about changing heat and moving heat. I'm going to conduct an experiment to see the movement of heat. I am going to observe these two spoons by feeling them. This plastic spoon feels a little bit warm, but this metal spoon feels cold. I'm going to put the plastic spoon and the metal spoon into the warm water for 30 seconds. I'm feeling the handle of the plastic spoon, which feels warm. The handle of the metal spoon also feels a little bit warm. After 30 seconds, I'm going to observe how the plastic spoon and the metal spoon feels. The plastic spoon feels very warm. The metal spoon feels even warmer. After 1 minute, I'm going to feel the plastic and metal spoon. The plastic spoon does not feel that warm anymore. The metal spoon still feels a little bit warm. In this experiment, the heat transferred from the warm water into the spoons and up the handles when I put the spoons into the warm water. When I felt the handles of the spoon, they felt warm because the heat transferred to my fingers when I felt the handles. When I took the spoons out of the warm water, I felt them and they felt warm. After 1 minute, I felt the spoons again and they felt cooler than when I took them out of the warm water. The spoons started to cool down because the heat started transferring out of the spoon and into the air. This happened because heat always moves or transfers from a warmer area to a cooler area. My stuffed puppy inspired me to draw the dog artwork, which shows a dog's life.